Hey Andy, this is Josh. I figured rather than just do still photos, I go one step beyond it and really get you up close and personal in a way you can really see stuff, move and live. It's pretty obvious looking at this thing that it was parked so that the sun hit the nose and the slide out side of the coach, because those graphics you'll see like this are they're peeled pretty badly. It's nothing but cosmetics, but you deserve to know it. And you'll see something, it's worse on the front, but you'll notice even on the sides here, you can see where they have shrunk a little bit. They just haven't started peeling on the sides yet. I noticed this on my second pass through here. Somebody popped the front real good once and must have punched a hole in here, but it's not soft. This wall's laminated, and this is all still solid right here. And if you look on the inside, up in that seam, it never punched all the way through. So somebody popped a hole in that fiberglass, and they were smart enough to patch it up right away. Something on this Outback floor plan I've noticed is they have the 2 propane tanks set right here, and this is actually very clean looking. I don't see like rust problems or anything in here, so I don't think they ever had any leak issues on that. I did notice they had to have been using dirty water in this thing, non-treated water, because you can see rust dribbling down the side here, rusty, untreated water. A lot of people don't realize that's what normal water looks like unless it's treated properly. I don't recall seeing anything back here. Water heater and everything look good. Again, the graphics on this backside are not nearly as peeled as the front. The front really must have absorbed the majority of the sun. Probably had this thing pointing due west every single day. Yep, they did, because the ones on the back are a little bit peeled. The morning sun's not as hot as the afternoon sun, so they had it pointing east to west. It's funny how you learn to figure stuff like that out after you touch these things for a little while. I don't recall anything else really on the exterior to mention. I did notice when this baggage door was down, the door was locked, but it liked to it had some play in it. So I think what might have happened is I think the kids probably pulled on the door a little bit and maybe like peeled these latches back just a touch so that the door had room to wiggle in there. But it looked like it was sealing okay. We had huge rains here. The Midwest got hit with tornadoes last night, and it's still so dry in here. I can see little bitty cobwebs building up in this corner. So this stayed weatherproofed in here. Nothing to really worry about, but figured I'd mention it while we're doing this. I like all that aluminum cage. That's cool. You were mentioning the tires. These little simulator caps. This is interesting because they're aluminum wheels, but it's these little simulator caps over your wheel hub right here that have a touch of rust to them. So they apparently went a little cheaper on this thing and spent their money on that thing when they put these together. A lot of times you'll see rust pouring out of the furnace here from just the heat interacting with caustic water from a campground, and it looks like that's not the case. I don't believe they ever used the faucet section on this, because that is a completely clean brass fitting inside of there. The little bendable sink spout thing is up in the front pass-through storage. I don't think they use this quite a lot either. I don't believe they use that a whole heck of a lot at all. I did notice these latches are beginning to show some weathering here. It's not uncommon. A lot of these Keystones have this little flip-down miniature outdoor kitchen. I've seen a lot of them where these latches go screwy. I don't know what it is or why, but that is a very common occurrence with these. It's funny how different trailers leave you with different impressions. The interior of this actually, I don't know why, it's jumping out at me as a little cleaner than I remember it. You obviously know about the couple little spots where the linoleum floor is peeling up. It's especially evident right now because this is a really cold season. Well, it's getting to be a really cold season, so the stuff will be more inclined to bend and peel back. First thing I did anytime I step inside any trailer, is thump up in every single corner, and every corner is still solid. I don't think they've ever had leak issues in here whatsoever. I can't find anywhere they have. Other good places that I'll look for The best spot is at the base of the slide out. Stomp your foot right there like I'm doing. The logic behind that is that if this had a leak anywhere, water would travel down the side, work its way down, and then that's where it stops. And that's where you're going to have a soft spot in a leak, because that's where water has time to pool. And there's nothing like that in here. You know, the roof above the slide is still nice and solid all the way across. I think you saw from my initial walk around video, you know about the small spot of I don't know, stretched flooring right there. Don't really notice any problems anywhere. Can't really find any place where had any kind of leaks or anything. I have a little less hair from the last time you met me. And nothing really to report back here in the bunkhouse that I could find either. So my prognosis, my official opinion of it, is that it has a couple cosmetic things on the outside where the sun got to it. The linoleum floor got a little cold a couple times and peeled back a bit. Other than that, I see nothing functional or structural that prevents this thing from going out and being used for quite a few years, longer than you're going to need it. And that's really the key thing, is that it's going to have value when you go to flip it later on. So, yeah, no, I think it's definitely something worth taking home. You and Melanie talk it over, decide, you know, where your plans are for the future. Give me a call, let me know what it takes. We'll get it done. Thank you, sir.